Hey Aggies, it's Chancellor May, and it's time for Thursday Thoughts. I'm here with LeShelle and Simone on the Lovelock Bridge in the Arboretum. We just want to tell you guys, hope you did great on finals. Hang in there. You're not your grades. I'm sure you did perfectly well. Have a great spring break. And before we get to your questions, let me just point out that Simone says last week we got many, many more views because she was with us. So she's back. And LeShelle just wanted you to see her shoes, which she thinks are cool. But I don't because they squeak. All right. On to your questions.
Everybody else thinks they're cool too.
How about you? Biggest lesson since the pandemic started?
I think the biggest lesson I got out of the pandemic is to appreciate the little things in life, because I've been living and quarantining with my boyfriend for the past year, and that has been quite interesting.
Living with your boyfriend, I didn't know that.
And you knew that. And we've survived. Our relationship is fantastic.
For the first 10 weeks you were with us.
Yeah, I was with you guys, and that was also fantastic.
How about you, LeShelle? What did you learn from the pandemic?
I almost the same thing. I really enjoyed and learned. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed spending time with you, Simone, and Jordan, family. I really did. And that's what I learned.
That's not what
And
she
I-
said when she was tired of me midway. Well, first let me just say the pandemic is not over, so we still have to be very careful and follow the rules. But I think what I learned, and I don't want to be morbid, but Michelle lost her aunt very early on during the pandemic, and I learned just to value each day, live each day to its fullest, and make every moment count. Provost Mary Krogan has a task force that is looking at various scenarios for the fall. We're planning to be as fully in person as we can be. And she's looking at a couple of different classroom scenarios, one where we're 50% at capacity in the classrooms and 100%. Originally, we were going to look at 25%, but looks like things are going to be better and we won't have to consider that scenario. So right now, we're thinking either 50% or fully at capacity in the classrooms. And you'll hear more on social, from Student Affairs, and then the weekly email from the Chancellor. So I don't want to speculate, but we did just hear from the Biden administration that we expect to have enough vaccine on May 1st for every adult in the United States. So that leads me to believe that we will have sufficient capacity to have everybody vaccinated by the time we start in September. So I'm very optimistic about that. Oh, this seems like a perfect question for Simone to start. She just graduated 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
I think the main thing about graduating is really embracing whatever your new role is, or if you haven't gotten a job yet, like, don't beat yourself up. I know a lot of people that it took them a little bit more time to find a new role, and either way they ended up being just fine. It's been 3 years and everyone I know has pretty much gotten a job, and at an institution like this, I can't imagine you wouldn't be able to find one. But if you do have one, just be really open-minded. And I know it's really easy to kind of get stuck in feeling like you have to be at a certain level of success, but honestly, I think I've been most successful in the fact that I've been able to be open and look at all the opportunities that are available for me and grab them as they come, and keep going. I can't focus on the failures or how everyone else is doing. I can only focus on myself.
What about the adulting part?
That part is it gets stressful. Like, I think I have to find things that make me happy. Like, my thing, actually, like my mom, is working out. Another thing I like to do is actually read. I like to watch my Real Housewives. So I have my little outlets.
All right, how about you? What do you think about, what should we tell our new graduates?
Oh, almost the same thing. I think Simone pretty much nailed it.
Yeah.
Good job there. I think I've reached you well.
Yeah. I mean, I would just simply say, find and follow your passion, and you'll be happy. I'm doing great. I'm feeling more and more optimistic every day. I think we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel for the pandemic, and I'm excited about what's coming toward us, being back in the fall in full, in person, fully at UC Davis, and I'm feeling great. How about you?
I would say the same thing. I definitely losing my aunt a year ago. Her anniversary should be coming up pretty soon. And then worrying about my mom throughout all of this, being a senior person. But now that she's vaccinated, I don't know. I just felt a bit of relief when she finally got vaccinated, and everybody I know, her best friends are vaccinated. It's like all the elderly that I care about are there. Your mom's been
My
vaccinated.
mom was vaccinated.
So it's I'm feeling a lot better. It's funny how when everyone became vaccinated, you felt a sense of relief.
Yeah, it was a big load off. Yeah.
So you asked me how I feel great now. Regardless that the world's not back in full mode or whatever, but we're getting there.
Yeah. How about you, Simone? How are you feeling?
I think I've been a little stressed actually because of everything that like Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
I think that really had an impact on my mental state throughout the summer, and then even these past 6 months. It's really hard to watch injustice play out every day, and so I think that had an impact on me these past few months. And then the pandemic, you guys aren't as active on Twitter and stuff, but I go on Twitter every day and I see just like a lot of different things, and so you're just kind of taking all that in, and sometimes I have to like stay off because I think that has been impacting me mentally.
Lay off Twitter, don't lay off Instagram, otherwise you won't see us.
But I always give advice. People who are consumed with CNN and the news and the networks. I give yourself a break. There's no doubt it can be overwhelming.
Self-care is important, but I think we're all feeling pretty well. We hope all our Aggies are as well. Like I said, I know you guys did great on finals. Have a great spring break. Stay healthy and stay safe. Come back and go Ags.